to stage a furious rally. They were down by 15 at home in the fourth quarter last year before turning it around. Feels a lot tougher here tonight. Take a look at the quarterback comparison on the Pacific Life game summary. They operate very different styles. And 2nd and 5, the Lions rush 4. Haskins has time, and a sideline completion in front of the cushion to Austin Mack. First down.
You know, this is typically when you've
been very aggressive tonight. Not so in the last couple of plays. Haskins backpedals and delivers a throw downfield. He's sliding. It's up by Garrett Taylor. There is a flag down in the secondary.
It looks like a defensive hold. Ohio State trying to throw an out route. Looked like a miscommunication, but in fact it was a hold by Penn State. Austin Mack trying to get to that point where he was
pass
throwing
interference. Defense number 5. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That's Tariq Castro Fields.
He's an athletic player. Just wraps up around Austin Mack, who's trying to set him up to move back to the outside. And just grabs around his waist.
Moves the ball to Penn State territory. Penn State bringing pressure. Haskins trying to escape, fires across his body high, and the catch is made. And Benjamin Victor still running. Victor cutting back against the grain, heading for the end zone, and will make it. And Ohio State still alive.
High over the middle, which is a no-no, but the big fella Victor goes up and makes the play.
47-yard touchdown, just his 6th catch this year. And the extra point makes it a 5-point. Puts Sanders back a kick return, and he is going to leave it right there in the end zone.
That's what it is.
Cubs first, my man.
All right.
McSorley steps up again, adding to that rushing total. Gets a block and is dragged down. First down. You just hold your breath when you see him go down. Penn State's moving against an Ohio State secondary that's -2 starters. Arnett left with an apparent shot to the head. Pryor rejected. McSorley, that time they wrap him up, and a flag comes in on the tackle. Chase Young made the tackle. Is it a face mask or a hold in there?
It came
face
in
mask,
right away. Yeah, it looked like Chase Young, when he tried to make the tackle, got a hold of McSorley's face.
Face mask. Defense number 2. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
It's going to move the ball into Ohio State territory.
Running the ball, and quarterbacks a threat running the football.
McSorley again steps up, escapes the pocket, and now fires. Was he across the line? There's a flag downfield where Tompkins makes the catch and is stopped at the 10. Very often he goes right to the line of scrimmage before he throws it. I think he might have gone too far that time.
It's offensive pass interference by the receiver, DeAndre Tompkins. He actually pushed the Ohio State defender off of him.
Meanwhile,
and at the line of scrimmage,
yeah, McSorley, I think he was on it.
Entire body's across it, so.
Correction. Offensive pass interference by rule cannot take place with an illegal forward pass. Therefore, there is one foul on the play, the illegal forward pass, which will be enforced 5 yards from the spot of the foul with a loss of down, bringing up second down.
Pressure. McSorley escapes again and powers down inside the 40.
Again, we've seen linemen downfield blocking, and this time we see Miles Sanders leading the way, picking up a block there on tough Borland to give him more positive yards. Gives him a chance here on 3rd down.
They need 6. They're not in field goal range. Inside of 5 minutes to play. Buckeyes are showing pressure. They bring it again, and McSorley steps up again and delivers incomplete. Very good. Penn State moved at 33 yards, took 2 minutes off the clock, but Ohio State will get the football back, down just 5. In this back and forth battle here between these two Big Ten East powerhouses. Gillikin has been effective knocking the ball deep. These coffin corner punts. And this one is a low kick with backspin that bounces at the floor and just stops right there. A sandwich perfectly executed will pin Ohio State back. Dwayne Haskins, a slow start. He got going in that third quarter. The big play to Benjamin Victor, but they are 96 yards away from the end zone of the lead.
And need a touchdown. It's been a tough night, a night for Dwayne Haskins to grow up, and he happens to be right smack dab in the loudest part of this stadium, right in front of the student section.
Haskins from the end zone, flips it short. Bobbled initially, but Dobbins has got it. And Dobbins has got room. Cuts back, still running, out to the 40. A huge play. The second time the tailback has made a huge catch and run.
And give Ryan Day a lot of credit for this on 1st and 10. He knows that Penn State's going to come after Haskins, gets those linemen out in front, picks up a couple good blocks, and when you get Dobbins into the open field, things can happen positively for Ohio State.
35 yards to escape the noise of the student section in their own end zone. And now Dobbins bangs forward for 7 more.
Good push in the middle there by the left side of that Ohio State offensive line, along with the center, Michael Jordan.
You got to get him out, get that sod out of the face mask.
Mike Weber comes in. Now you're sensing a little bit of urgency right now from Haskins.
And you're sensing anxiety from this Penn State crowd, still trying to help the defense. They show pressure again, and they bring it. And Haskins gets protection and lost it for Mack. That was in between 2 receivers. And so they have 2 plays to get 3.5 yards. Weber bounces it. First down. And fights inside the Penn State 45.
How about the right side?
Empty backfield, 4-man rush. Campbell in traffic. Paris Campbell bounces free and is knocked out at the 30. It's another first down.
Paris Campbell is known as their screen man, their bubble screen, jailbreak screen yards to accelerate upfield.
You wonder if Penn State's considering a defensive timeout. Their unit looks a little worn out at the moment.
All 3 timeouts. Got a cushion here with his inside receiver.
4-man rush, protection, and incomplete. Trying to get it to Campbell on a crossing.
And played well to bring the Buckeyes back, but his poise is being tested obviously in a big way tonight.
Dobbins knocked down. It'll be 3rd down. It was J.T. Barrett having the finest passing quarter of his career against Penn State.
The focus of getting that play. Deciding to run there on 2nd down. They feel they have 2 plays to pick up these 5 yards. Again, slot receiver uncovered. There it is.
And they pitch it to Hill. Hill, first down. Still running. Touchdown, Ohio State. Buckeyes have the lead. 2:03 to play.
The play before, I thought they might go to it.
Because try to stretch the lead. When Penn State's defense tried to get aggressive early in the drive, the screen. This is big, obviously, because if Penn State can stop this conversion, a field goal would win it. Haskins from the pocket delivers incomplete. He was trying to get it to McLaurin. Coverage was good from the safety, Scott, and the lead is still 1.
Dwayne Haskins, what do you have in you, kid? Can you drive down? And now you're going to give Trace McSorley 2 minutes and 3 seconds and 3 timeouts, and he needs to get in the field goal range to have a chance to win this game for Penn State.
A whole bunch of guys having to dig very deep. This has been typical Buckeyes Nittany Lions. Very physical, very hard-hitting. The ice baths will be full after this game for a few days. Sanders is the kick returner. Rarely do the Buckeyes allow kicks to be run back, and this one is driven deep. He doesn't have K.J. Hamlin to work with. We talked about the shot to the head that he took, the one that resulted in targeting, and he has not been in the game. McSorley fires down the seam, and the catch is made by the tight end. Freiermuth makes it
Before the safety went, comes over to try to separate him from the football.
Huge play, plenty of time and all 3 timeouts. McSorley hesitated, and that time he'll be dropped, and they got him by the face mask again. Flag comes in. It's again going to be on Chase Young.
Chase Young in there, in position, does a good job. He just keeps getting his hand up high into the face of McSorley. That's a face mask. Well, he thinks he got the shoulder pad here. Did he grab the shoulder pad?
Ohio State players are lobbying that it was not the face mask.
There is no foul on the play for a face mask. It's second down.
The way his head moved made the official.
2nd and 14. McSorley launches downfield. Poke. Incomplete. Pass was out of bounds, fading away. Sheffield in coverage. 3rd and 14.
Malik Harrison, who's sometimes spied him, is right there, but shows blitz from the outside.
Now they show pressure up the middle, and McSorley still got the football. Makes a cut and dives down short of the marker.
It was one of the best in the country in this situation. In fact, if you could handpick a quarterback in the entire country, 4th and 5 with a game on the line, he'd be in that discussion.
Sure would be. If you're thinking one thing in Ohio State, you're thinking don't let a quarterback run beat us here. Nittany Lions need 5. And Ohio State spends a defensive timeout to talk about what Penn State showed them there. Man, it takes a lot to come in here and conquer Penn State in the toughest environment. And both teams have taken shots from the other side. And Ohio State, 8 minutes to go, was down 12 points, and Dwayne Haskins had a rough, uncharacteristic night in many ways, out of his comfort zone, found a way to engineer 2 long touchdown drives, and now McSorley has to make a play here to answer.
Yeah, it's been an incredible 4th quarter. Everything you hope for. Ohio State came back, as you said. Haskins made plays, but also he had a lot of help. The receivers, offensive line, and now we set up really the play of the game right here with 4th and 5.
Sanders is the back.
Penn State getting a look at Ohio State's defense, making their adjustments based on that man-to-man look for the Buckeyes. And now James Franklin calls the timeout.
He's made some big catches tonight.
And the other thing is when he scrambles to throw is always a dangerous play for Penn State.
Different look now off the timeout. 3 receivers to the left. Ball game right here.
And now Malik Harrison is right here in the middle, where you would think he is spying.
Gotta hurry. Just get it off. Sanders smothered. Chase Young.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked by the play call. After a couple timeouts, meetings on the sideline, I really thought you put the ball in the hands of Trace McSorley with the option to run or throw, and instead a zone read, and they hand it off.
Miles Sanders has been bottled up all night. Smothered, really, in the running game. Just 43 yards. And Ohio State's defense makes a stop. They were reeling early. They answered to take the lead. Penn State threw shots and got the lead back. Double-digit lead midway 4th quarter. But Haskins and the Buckeyes, 2 marathon marches, including that final eventual game-winning touchdown drive from their own 4-yard line.
Yeah, it's been so easy for Dwayne Haskins. He grew up more tonight in 60 minutes than the previous 4 weeks because of what he faced tonight. This is a big night for him and really for this entire Ohio State team to be challenged like this. I've said all week, this environment, the whiteout in this stadium, when you're a top 10 team, it's as tough as there is in the country. And they obviously were tested, and they were able to come out of here with a 27-26 victory.
No more timeouts for Penn State. They can't stop it after this. And Ohio State negating a huge night for McSorley. Rushed for 175, threw for 286, but did not play a part in that final crucial 4th down play. 461 yards of total offense, breaks Hackenberg's school record.
Wow.
He won't care about that. It'll be his first loss at home as a Penn State starter.
It's easy for anybody to second guess play calling. You and I
think you have to, though.
You and I rarely do that. But I will say that I was completely shocked with that last call. Just completely shocked that your quarterback has a career night. His ability to run and throw their man-to-man coverage. He's been taken off and improvising all night, whether he runs for the first down or he buys time to get a receiver to separate from man coverage and throw it. But instead, the handoff to Sanders. In Ohio State, their defensive line without Nick Bosa played incredibly well. Key moments tonight.
And that chess match, which unfolded in slow motion, timeout after timeout, won by the Ohio State staff as Young made that stunt that you pointed out. And you're not the only one that's going to question that play call. Ohio State comes to Happy Valley and comes from behind to win by 1. And they are going to be huge favorites now in their next 4 games. They're going to be 9-0 heading to Michigan State, barring a major shock. This one will sting for McSorley. He won't question the play call, no doubt. But you wonder if he has to be thinking that he would like to play a role in that last Penn State offensive play. Urban Meyer and the Buckeyes show some grit, come in here and escape with a W. And he's with Tom Rinaldi.
Chris, thank you very much. Urban, what did you say to your quarterback who had been knocked off schedule and really knocked it to an uncharacteristic performance, having to drive 96 yards to win the game?
It was 96 yards against a hell of a defense, too. Great environment. I'll respect our opponent, but wow. Ben Victor making that great play. Defense making stands against a great quarterback. That's a great team win.
You said we had gone wrong. Nothing went right A to Z, you told me on the way in at half. What did you tell the team? What adjustments did you make, Urban?
Well, Ryan Day and Kevin did a great job, and Greg Schiano. Just great coaches, great players, found a way to win against a good team.
What does it mean to you to come into this environment, get a win like this?
That's one of the best wins I've ever been a part of.
Appreciate it, Urban.